Hi, my name is Phil Aston and this is Now Spinning Magazine, and this is two reviews of two Supertramp 180-gram half-speed remasters, recent releases of Crime of the Century and Crisis What Crisis. So I'm going to look at Crisis What Crisis and Crime of the Century. These are new vinyl reissues, half-speed remastered by Abbey Road Studios, 1974 and 1975. So I am able to do a comparison in some ways, because this is the original Crisis What Crisis 1975 edition of the album, which was my gateway album to listening to Supertramp. So it was on much, much thinner vinyl than the new one, as you can hear there. Didn't bother me, sounded great. So I didn't buy Crime of the Century on vinyl. It was a lot later by the time I got there. Everyone seemed to have it, and there were so many other things after my money. But that's my original. So I can compare kind of train spotter stuff like the colour of the sky. You can see here on the repressing, the colour of the sky is slightly different than the other one. And the overall sharpness of the photographs is slightly more blurred on the reissue from 2025 than it is on the original. However, so what's it like when you play this? Well, for a start, this is 180 gram and the actual pressing is absolutely stunning. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, well, what have you been playing it on? So I will tell you that. So how I've compared it. I'm playing it on a Technics SL 1500C turntable with an Autophon Blue cartridge through a Fosse Audio X5 preamp, phono preamp, and it sounds absolutely amazing. I have this on CD as well, and I would say that this version has better bass response, has a really warm sound, and yes, my old original 1975 pressing on A&M Records can be retired. This is a beautiful pressing of this album. As I said, it's my gateway album to the band Supertramp. I don't have this on vinyl. Well, obviously I do now, but I didn't have before. So what I do have is the Super Deluxe, that's what it was called, 2 CD Deluxe edition from a few years back. This is on 180 gram vinyl, which you know is a bit of a marketing thing, isn't it? Because it is really. But it's a lovely pressing. It's not in a polyline sleeve, which I would have preferred. Because if you're going to do half-speed master and say, like, this is the ultimate sound, just give us, polylined in a sleeve, really. So I played Dreamer. Well, I played the whole album. I played Dreamer and also played it from the CD. The first thing to kind of say, really, is you forget that this is from 1974 because the album sounds absolutely stunning. The CD is obviously louder without changing the volume on my amp, and it seems like I have a lot of called top end, mid-range and top end, but I have to say that I preferred the sound of this on my current system. For those of you who want to know what the CD was played on, I know I'm reviewing the vinyl, but because I've done that, I am multi-format man, and I love both formats. So in case some of you are thinking you didn't mention the CD, I'm playing the CD on a Roxanne CD transport through a Chord Electronics Q-Test DAC, okay, which is fantastic sounding bit of equipment, and this all goes through my Sony. No, it doesn't. It goes through my Denon ABC 6700H amp. Now, I do love the sound of this, always have, but I have to say that from the course of doing this, am I really happy that I have the vinyl one as well? I am. It needs more care and attention. Vinyl does, doesn't it? But it is a beautiful pressing. I don't have the original, but all I can go on is how is how Crisis What Crisis sounds compared with the original pressing, and this one sounds warmer, clarity, beautiful sounding album, and this sounds absolutely great to me, a timeless classic. So these are out now. Crime of the Century from 1974 and Crisis What Crisis from 1975. If you're vinyl fans and you don't have these, this is a great way of getting them. Would I recommend these, or should you go off and try and find the originals? Don't. I know there's some people on Discogs and eBay will say they're X or near mint, but start here, because this sounds great to me. So that's Supertramp. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, features or reviews. Remember, if you become a member or YouTube member, you can get 15% off all Now Spinning merch. We have our own virtual pub, the Now Spinning Arms, which we meet up at twice a month. And remember, music is the healer and the doctor. So keep spinning those discs, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon.